Right, let's start today's session. In the last session of Django, I just completed incomplete introduction of Django with REST API. So what is Django? What is MBT pattern and history of Django, features of Django, and what is web application, web page, website, web browser, and web server. What is front end and back end? So UI technology, basic introduction, and the language Python, Django framework, SQLite3 and MySQL. Okay, these all things we discussed in the last session. And today I'm going to discuss a complete step-by-step installation process of uh, Django, sir. So how to install Django and completely what we can say step-by-step approach I'm going to show you. So Django installation process I'm showing now. Okay. So you just listen carefully, step by step. I'm going to perform these operations, and these steps need to be followed if you want to install Django. So steps to set up Django project. Okay. But before that, I strongly recommend to install Python software because Django is completely Python based web framework. So Python need to be installed. So you know already how to download and install Python. So if you want to check the version of Python, whether Python is included in your computer or not, simply you can go to command prompt and check the version of Python like by typing Python space hyphen hyphen version. So you got this version Python 3.11.0 and I have Python clearly available in my computer, no problem. Next, even you can also check Django version is available or not. In my computer already I have included Django, so that's what you will find Django hyphen admin hyphen version. So this is the latest version of Django is available in my computer 4.1.3. But actually this version installed under system environment. As I said in the last session, system environment is different and virtual environment is different. Now I need to make the setup under virtual environment only clearly. Okay. So these are the steps to set up Django project, sir. First, we need to install virtual environment. Okay. How to install virtual environment and what is virtual environment exactly? Virtual environment is an isolation environment. So whenever we create virtual environment and after that creating any project under virtual environment, so when we do installation of any additional packages or libraries under that environment, other environment and other projects will not get disturbed. So that is the main purpose to maintain the virtual environment. So I strongly recommend to create every time Django project separate virtual environment only. So a virtual environment is a Python environment. So that is Python interpreter, libraries, and scripts installed into that environment and that are isolated from uh, other virtual environments, means separately it is going to be maintained. So if you do any changes on your virtual environment under your Django project, that's not going to impact on other environments. So that is very clear. Instead of virtual environment, if you create Django project directly in your computer with the system environment, whenever we do changes on that project library installation or interpreter setting changes, everything will be affected on other projects also. So that's not good idea. So better to create a Django project under separate virtual environment only. Okay. So that's what to create virtual environment. First, we need to install virtual environment into your computer. So how to install virtual environment means pip install virtual environment. What is pip here? Pip is also called as pip. Pip is package management system or Python package installer or Python install packages also we can call it as. So PIP is a package management system. It is completely written in Python use it to install and manage software packages, especially Python only. So let's try to quickly do the installation process of virtual environment by going to command prompt. So pip space install space virtual env. Okay, let's do this. Go to command prompt, go to sets and open command prompt. Now I'm doing, you can see pip space install space virtual env. That's it. Virtual env means virtual environment. But look at here, for the first time you are installing, then it will take time to install, or else you have already installed previously, then you will get clear message requirement already satisfied. Okay, pip space install space virtual env. This is the command, sir, to install virtual environment only. Okay, let's enter this. Look at this. When I enter this, it's taking little bit time to install virtual environment. Always, if otherwise already virtual environment is there, then you will notify this requirement already satisfied like this. So virtual environment is already available. Okay, fine, sir. Next step, what we need to do, virtual environment is available after. You need to create one separate folder, sir. In which location you want, you can create a separate folder. So why we need to create a folder means just for clarity, right? Whenever you need to open your project, you can go to that folder and open it. So that is folder creation. It is optional, but I'm trying to create folder also, because separately I need to create separate folder. And in that folder only, I need to create my virtual environment, create my project, and create my application, everything, sir. So how to create a folder? Simply you can see mkdir folder name, you can give that. But before going to create a folder, you can decide where you want to locate this folder in your computer. I'm deciding that I need to create folder in my desktop. So that's what I'm using, cd space desktop. Cd means change directory, you know that. So enter, then we are in desktop location only. Here I need to create one folder, sir. Okay. So folder name is like mkdir, make directory, and folder name is what actually DJ 9 p.m. I'm giving. This is my folder name, sir. Django 9 p.m. or DJ 9 p.m. I'm giving. So it's my folder name. So folder is created. So whether it is created or not, you can check it once in just by going desktop. Look at here. This is DJ 9 p.m. folder is created. Empty folder is showing like this. Okay, so right now folder is created and you have to move to that folder compulsory. So how to move to that folder? Cd space dj 9 p.m. That's it. So we are right now under the folder called dj 9 p.m. In this folder you have to create your virtual environment. To create virtual environment, this command is required, virtual env space your virtual environment. According to this notepad, sample env is there, but no need to give the same name. You can give any name of your virtual environment. So virtual env, sample env is there. Okay, so let's create virtual environment with a different name or same name. So let's type virtual env space my env I'm giving. Meaning is what? The virtual environment name is my env. So virtual env space your virtual environment name is my env I'm giving. Just let's enter this. So now you can see virtual environment is created. How do you know that whether it is created or not? You just wait. After that, you can go and check in the DJ 9 p.m. folder, which is available on desktop. There you can find out inside virtual environment successfully created. So this is my isolation environment. So in this environment only, I need to create a project and application, everything, sir. So you just wait. So now you can see created virtual environment clearly. Okay. So if you want to see this virtual environment, then you can go and check out in the desktop. You can just notice in the inside the folder, DJ 9 p.m. is a folder, double click on it, and you can see my env's virtual environment is created. And in this virtual environment required libraries and scripts, everything is there. Lib is there, side package is there. So many things are created virtual environment through Python related packages. And scripts also there. Here activate command is there. You have to activate this virtual environment. Python 11 is available here. So this is virtual environment creation separately. Let's close this. Virtual environment is ready, sir. Once virtual environment is ready, you should activate that environment. How to activate that virtual environment? To activate virtual environment, your virtual environment name slash backslash scripts backslash activate. This is the command, sir, which we need to activate the virtual environment. Let's go to this and try to use these commands. Now I'm trying to activate my virtual environment. My virtual environment name is what actually? My env slash scripts slash activate. So why these commands are, you can go and check in my env environment. There is a scripts are there and there is a activate command is there that we have to activate. It's compulsory. So my env slash scripts slash activate. Then press enter. Look at this immediately. You are notifying that you are under virtual environment like my env only. You are in this environment right now, my env. Now in this environment, you have to install Django because already in my computer I have Django framework, but that is present in system environment. Under every virtual environment, you have to install Django. If not, then after creating project and run the server, Django server will not respond to you. Strictly remember, you may get doubt. Sir, I have installed Django framework in my system already, but whenever I try to create a new project under my virtual environment, when I start server Django server, it is saying Django is not available. Yes, Django is there under system environment, but it may not available under virtual environment where you created Django project. So I strongly recommend to create to install Django framework under every virtual environment when we create it. That is good practice because if in that virtual environment, if we don't install Django, then how we can create Django project and how we can run Django server? Okay, that's not good. So after moving into your virtual environment, so I strongly recommend to install Django framework. To install Django, simply again pip space install space Django. This is Django framework installation, simple command, straightforward command. Let's try to install this pip space install space Django. Then enter. Now you can see collecting Django packages and installing collected packages like time zone data, SQL parse, and asynchronous gateway interface reference, Django, and so on. So many libraries will be installed. Just a moment. Successfully installed ASGI reference Django 4.1.3 SQL parse time zone data completely. So you can go and check out. Okay, Django related stuff is there under virtual environment. You can see DJ 9 p.m. and my env, lib libraries, all related things also available here. Okay, you can see SQL parse, PIP, Django related stuff also available. All the related files are included in this virtual environment and folder. Okay, clearly. Look at here in this virtual environment only, Django successfully installed. All libraries, whichever is needed to run your project, everything is ready, sir. Okay, so this is installation of Django. Once you install Django under this virtual environment, next we need to create what? Django project, sir. Now strictly remember today, whatever the project I'm creating till the last session of Django, I'm going to maintain this only one project. So you also maintain, that is good practice because everyday practice, no need to create a separate project every time. So once you create a project today, then You can include many number of applications inside the project. A project contains different types of applications. Okay. So now I'm trying to create a new project. To create a project through command, so django -admin start project, project name. Okay. Same thing I'm doing, sir. Django -admin start project, project name. Let's do it creating project here. So look at here, django -admin start project, project name. I'm giving Django project 9 p.m. is my project name from now onwards. So Django -admin start project, Django project 9 p.m. sir. Press enter. So you just created successfully project Django project 9 p.m. How do you know whether it is created or not? Let's go to this DJ 9 p.m. folder inside the desktop and my env virtual environment. Check it once. Again, I'm moving back to my folder DJ 9 p.m. Now you can see virtual environment is there. Inside Django 9 project is created. You can see Django project 9 p.m. and manage file, ASJ file settings, URLs, WSJ, all files related. It's created. I'll explain you clearly one by one file later. So this is important files are everything we can able to manage the server, making migrations, creating new file, everything is required here. Manage file is there. This is project is created. Let's close it. Under the project, what we need to do, we need to create a new application because as I said that inside the project you can create any number of applications. So I need to create application. But before going to create application inside the project, you can move to your project only, sir. Because inside the project only we have to create the application. How to move the project? CD space your project name. That's very simple. So let's move to our project. CD space Django project 9 p.m. It's my project name. I'm moving into this. After moving into your project, so then you can start creating application. To create application, very simple command is there, python space manage.py start app. If you want, you can create the application name is my app. Python space manage.py start app my app. So look this in my notepad, I have clearly mentioned python space manage.py and start app my app only. Okay. What's going on? Someone is writing something or drawing something. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, fine, sir. Now, so to start your application, to create application, Python space manage.py start app my app. So enter. So you just created your application, my app inside the Django project 9a. So app is also created, sir. So let's minimize it. Now you can see, let's go and check out here in this DJ 9 p.m. folder, Django project 9 p.m. And now you can see my app is created. Application files are different and views are there, models are there, and go back and project files are created. ASGI, asynchronous gateway interface, web WSGI, web server gateway interface, URL settings, everything is there. This is completely creating project, making setup and everything, sir. After completion of these all steps, then you are ready to start your server. To start the server, whether server is responding for your project request or not, again you have to pass this command python space manage.py run server. That's it. So this is the common command, sir. Every day we need to use this python space manage.py run server and hit this. Now you can see server is running. Look at this, server is giving the address that is called web address http://127.0.0.1:8000. This is IP address and this is 8000 is the port number. If you want to check whether server is running, Django server is responding to you or not, let's copy this link and go to any browser. Okay, go to any browser and paste that link into browser and check it once. So whether it is working or not. Okay, then hit this link. So now you can see Django server is running perfectly. The installed worked successfully. Congratulations, it is saying. If you get this one, that indicates that you have created project successfully and you have run project successfully. Server is responding to you. Okay, this is the case. So these are the steps need to be followed, sir, to make setup of Django, sir. So once again, I'm telling you step by step what I did here. So now I did what? Install virtual environment. That is pip space install space virtual env. So in my case, already virtual environment was there. It's already satisfied. It is saying, okay, satisfied. Next, I did what actually to create a folder separately. I need to move to desktop. After moving, I create a folder, DJ 9 p.m. I just move to that folder. After moving that folder, I just create a virtual environment. The environment name is my env. So after creating virtual environment, I have activated that virtual environment. So that is your virtual environment name backslash scripts backslash activate. Once you activate that virtual environment, immediately you are locating to your virtual environment. This is you are under your virtual environment. That is my env. And here we are trying to install Django, sir. PIP space install Django, and it's collecting libraries. Django successfully installed here. After installation of Django successfully, now we start create a project. How to create project? Django -admin start project, Django project 9 p.m. And we just move to your Django project 9 p.m. And after that, I just create a application, Python space manage.py start app. Your application name is my app. Finally, I run the server. Server is giving the link of web address with port number 8000. This port number also you can change according to your convenient. You can give any port number, no problem at all. So this link you can copy paste onto any browser, that will work fine, sir. So this is the way to make setup of Django. Now, once you are ready with your project, okay, after creating all these steps, once you are ready with project, then you need to load this project into particular editor like professional editor. So I am using in my entire Django sessions along with REST API sessions, I'm going to use an editor tool is called what's our PyCharm professional editor. Okay. So even additional commands also I have placed here. You can see this. If you want to check Python version, we can use this one. If you want to check PIP version, we can use this one. To check Django version, we can use this one. In case you want to upgrade PIP also, python.exe -m pip install underscore upgrade PIP. These also I have included in my documentation. Once you are going to register for these lectures, for this course, I'll hand over this document note PDF document completely at once. Okay, just wait for it 1 day or 2 day, no problem at all. So I'm just closing this. Installation setup is ready. I'm ready with my project, sir. This project I'm trying to open into PyCharm Professional Editor, sir. So PyCharm Professional Editor already I have shown in the last session how to download it. And installation process is very simple. Next, you can install it. Okay. So that is already I have PyCharm editor in my computer. Let's go and search it in the search box. And PyCharm community version is there and professional version also there. Let's try to click on this PyCharm professional editor. Right now, in my case, recently, what project I opened in PyCharm professional editor, that's going to open now. But I need to open our project now, which is available in DJ 9 p.m. folder. Let's open it now. So it takes time to load PyCharm professional editor when we open. Just a moment. Or else you can use this project directly PyCharm community edition also. But the only difference is flexibility. So if you open or if you work with PyCharm professional editor, especially for Django, Flask, REST API, other frameworks, then conveniently we can able to handle the code. But even it is possible to use PyCharm community edition also, that maximum files and folders may not appear. You have to create sometimes manually. That is the problem. Let's try to hear PyCharm professional editor I'm opening. Recently, which project I worked, that project directly it's going to be open in this. But right now I have already project with me. Just now I created Django 9 project 9 p.m. that I want to load it. So then you can understand the project hierarchy, files and folders, what is there, how to start the server, even in PyCharm professional editor also. Once I use this PyCharm professional editor, then from today onwards, my lectures are completely with PyCharm professional editor only. For every code, models, views, templates, even HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery, everything. So look at this. I have recently loaded a Django project 3 p.m. project. So for my offline lectures. So this is loading right now. Let it be load fully. After that, I can open our project, which I created just now. This is our recent project which I opened, but this is not your project. Okay, let me load this fully, and once it is ready available, I can open it. Still it is taking time for scanning files and indexes, all these things. So once it is ready, sir, in the left hand side you can notice all files and folders are loaded. Then I'm trying to click on file menu in PyCharm professional editor. Go to open option. Okay, you are not creating new projects, sir. Even how to create new project also I will tell you clearly. That is very simple and straightforward. If you go to new project directly, no need to follow these steps how many I did so far, not required. But every Django developer must and should aware those steps also. You should be able to create your own environment and check versions and create projects and everything. Okay, activate the environment. That commands are important, sir. At least one time you can just practice it up to know whatever I discuss commands, and then leave it. Later you can go to directly PyCharm professional editor, and there directly with following 3 steps you can create project. That also I will tell you, but don't try with that first. First you can follow these steps so that you will get clear picture. After that you can move to PyCharm professional directly instead of following that many steps which I discussed. So I am going to open existing projects. Look at this open project. Okay, open. Where is the project which is available in desktop, sir? Look at this. Inside the desktop only, I created my project folder here in the C drive only. Let's go to C drive and users, Lenovo, my computer name is, and you can go to desktop inside. And inside the desktop, you can see DJ 9 p.m. folder is there, but don't select this and open it. Inside the folder, I have a project called Django project 9 p.m. I need to select this and click on open. Trust project, and this window only I'm opening. So right now it's loading our project. In the left hand side you can observe carefully. So you create a project. This is the project folder. Inside the project you created one application. This is called my app application. Application files are different, project files are different clearly. Inside the project, look at here settings.py, asgi.py, urls.py, wsgi.py. These are project related files. I'll explain you each and every file for which purpose we are using and what is the need to use that files in tomorrow's session clearly, don't worry. And just observe inside the my app application also, some migrations folder is there, admin.py, apps.py, models, test, views, everything is there. And one more important point, you can notice this. As soon as when we create a Django project, like you can see db.sqlite3 is available here. This is db.sqlite3. And manage.py is the main file. It's a crucial file every time we have to use to manage everything inside your project and folder. And sir, this is your Django project is ready, sir. But how to run server here also? Look at this here. Terminal window is there in the bottom corner of Django PyCharm Professional. But you are in the C drive users Lenovo desktop DJ9am Django project 9 p.m. But it is not, you are not under your virtual environment. Note this point, it is important. Okay, so you are not under your virtual environment, sir. Okay, you are not in under your virtual environment here also. Once you load this project, if you want to activate your virtual environment name is what? My env. So I strongly recommend to use this command to activate this virtual environment in the terminal window of pycharm professional dot backslash my env backslash scripts backslash activate. Yes. Why I'm using two dots here? Because your project is present in where? DJ 9 p.m. Your virtual environment is present in where? Inside the DJ 9 p.m. only available. So two steps back I'm giving. One dot is for Django 9 p.m. One dot is for DJ 9 p.m. In this DJ 9 p.m. folder only, I have virtual environment, my env. So that's what two dots slash my env slash scripts slash activate. Then press enter. Now we can see you have successfully activated your virtual environment. Right now you are under your virtual environment. Clearly project is working. And if you want to start the server here, look at this python space manage.py run server command you have to use and then press enter. Look at this here, you are going to get the link like http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 8000 port number. Here no need to copy this link and paste into browser. Directly you can click on this link, then you can able to send request through browser only. Just I'm clicking on this link, sir. So now you can see browser is opening. Look at this, directly browser is landing. So two times I hit, that's what two times is opening. So the installed worked successfully, Django server is running. But look at this here, 127.0.0.1 is there, no? Instead of this 127.0.0.1, so what we need to do, you can also use local host, sir, because this is local host IP address only, local server only. Okay, sir, can we change port number also? Yes, we can also change port number. Sometimes whenever we run your server, port number sometimes it busy, you are unable to get the response from the server. Immediately you can change the port number also so that it will be clear here. But note this point, after closing that browser and here so many commands are raised in this window, terminal window. How do we clear this all these lines of code? Means simply control C, you can hit this control plus C. After that, you are coming back to your commands and you want to clear all this text which is populated. You can simply CLS, hit the CLS and press enter. It will be clear for you. Again, you want to start the server, simply you can press this arrow mark up, automatically python space manage.py run server. I'm giving port number 3000 now. I don't want to use port number, default port number 8000 for my request now. I'm changing port number, so it produce port number 3000 only. Look at this 127.0.0.1 colon 3000 port number, and let's run this. Server is running, sir. So this is completely making setup of Django and step by step through command prompt, virtual environment creation and everything. So let's control C and clear screen purpose CLS and everything is fine. Okay, yes. So this is clearly execution process running the server Django project setup. Sir, instead of following all these things, okay, right now how many steps I included? You can see this with the notepad. I'll show you. These many steps I included now. Install virtual environment, create a folder, move to that folder, create virtual environment separately, and to activate virtual environment, install Django, create project, create application, run server, everything. Instead of doing all these things, you can also create directly a project, a new project inside this PyCharm professional editor. No commands are required, but you may get doubt. So then directly we can follow these three steps only, no, sir. But you can do it. But I strongly recommend to know everyone that steps also. Manually you have to create. That is very important. And that's what I recommend. At least one time you just practice that, whatever I did so far. And later, if you are using directly professional editor, then it's okay. Sometimes, all the times, you may not use professional editors. No, they directly you can't create projects. For example, you are going to use edit plus editor, or you are going to use other editors like plain text editors for Django script, notepad plus plus you want to use. In that context, can you create new project directly in the notepad or edit plus or other editors? No. You are using PyCharm professional editor, then this is option is available. So obviously how to follow the steps or not. Even later Visual Studio Code, if you are using directly, you can't create Django project over there. You have to follow these steps which I included. After that, you should be ready with your project. That project you should open into Visual Studio environment. But here only PyCharm professional editor, it's possible to create Django projects separately by instantly. That means it's a built-in frameworks are included in this professional editor. That is what it's a powerful. Let's see this. In simple 3 steps, I'm going to show you how to create a project quickly without passing any single command. Note this point. So click on File menu, click on New Project. As soon as when we click on New Project, you can observe here, immediately in the left hand side, lots of frameworks are there. Pure Python project, you can create Django, Flask, REST API, Fast API, like this only. Now you can see I'm going to target my Django framework. So Django framework I'm selecting in the left hand side. Now we can see I'm creating what actually project 3, Django project 3 is there. Let's name it, or you can leave it this. D drive, I'm creating Django project. Now already virtual environment is creating, and you can see this more settings option is there. And look at here, templates folder automatically created, and Django template language is there. Template language, yes, we are using template language compulsory to get the server data and render into client understandable format. DTL format we are using. DTL means Django template language. And there is one more template language is there, Jinja 2. This is used for Flask framework, and this is Django template language used for Django. And templates folder automatically created are here. This is the advantage when we create project like this. But just now, whatever I create project through command prompt, like the template folder is not available, you have to create manually. You can see, are you finding any template folder here? No, because this project was created completely through step by step through command prompt. Template folder is not there. And here also you can see application name also we can include if you want. I'm creating application name directly my app. So name of the application, template folder automatically is coming, Django language is setting, interpreter is setting, virtual environment is setting, everything is setting. Let's create. That's it. Look at this option, creating virtual environment automatically. You need not to create separately. As we have seen through command prompt, I created separately, that is manually. Next step, you can see this. You can just wait and observe this window carefully. This is just a simple 3 steps. Okay. You can also do this later, no problem, if you are using PyCharm professional editor. But all the time it's not work out, sir. Now you can see updating interpreter, ensuring Django is installed or not. If not, it will install directly here only. Installing Django is there. But through command prompt, I did everything or not. I create virtual environment manually. I install Django manually, pip space install space Django, and I activate the virtual environment like this. This is not directly, everything is fine. But I recommend that steps first. Everybody should follow that steps first once you got an idea, because all the situations may not uh, support to create Django project within 3 steps like PyCharm professional. Okay, so that's what you just don't forget to practice that. After that, you can do it if you are using PyCharm professional, and it's a 30 days trial version only. You can happily use it by creating Django project like this. I mean to say, without following any steps which I discuss just now, directly can come to PyCharm professional editor, and 3 steps we can finish project, install virtual environment, everything will be set right. Same like this, folders and files will be created. Look at this. It's taking time to make scanning files to index and everything, sir. So that is the advantage of PyCharm professional editor. These features may not available if we go through other editors. Okay, so if you are going with other editors, compulsory you should follow all the steps through command prompt. You should ready with your project, and that project you can open into any editor. So both are important, sir. So it's ready now, Django project 3. I'll show you once it is ready. Server is going to run well and project folders will be created well. Everything will be well. No issues at all. But I recommend first time you can follow that steps. After that, you can go through these steps also directly by Jump Professional Editor. Got my point? So this is complete making setup of Django and running the server successfully. And once you are also ready up to here, then tomorrow onwards I'm going to start writing a little bit code, and I'll explain all the files and folders, what purpose we are going to use. Look at here, my app is there, Django project is created. You can go to terminal, and also here you can see virtual environment automatically created, and you can run the server. Same output we are going to see this. So this is about today's session, complete installation process, everything. Now server is running, sir. Got it? So hope you understand these all the steps, and you can find these all steps also in my PDF documentation, which I explain these all steps step by step. It's I included clearly. Once your enrollment process is finished for this course, so that you will get complete documentation along with the video lectures up to now, how many videos, how many sessions I conducted. Okay, so that's all from my side today. If you have any question, you can feel free to ask me now. I'll wait for here few minutes. No question? Yeah. Anyone still? Fine, sir. See you tomorrow at same time. You can use same link. And you have 2 days time, tomorrow and day after tomorrow mostly. Within that, you have to register for this course if you want to continue my lecture. Then only you will get a short link from there onwards. Otherwise, you can't get. Please contact to Durgasoft if you wish to enroll for this course as soon as possible. See you tomorrow. I'll explain you all the files and folders which is created inside the Django, and also will try to write some coding part and how to uh, send the request to the view can send a request to the server. Everything we'll discuss in detail in tomorrow lecture. Okay, have a nice time.